this is Irontrader. This is the last call of the week here. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite stocks, RACE, R-A-C-E, Ferrari. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude oil and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation advice on a stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Ferrari, one of my favorite trades here. Now, you can see here how it just kind of fell right off the map here, okay? Now, this really had nothing to do with their earnings numbers, but what it had to do with was China. China said that they said it was slowing down like in the China area. However, I don't think that's going to last here, okay? So let's just see what we got, okay? So far today we had a high of 455.69 and a low of 488.18. Okay, so if you look at the high yesterday, 456. 56 here, so we have pretty much like an inside day. So this is what you're going to be looking for. You look for yesterday's high, 456.66, and then we got this 8-day right here, okay? That's at 462.46. Now, I want to show you this gap fill, okay? So right there is the gap, that 456.66, and then we want to look to the bottom of that candle right there. That's 474.90, okay? So there's your gap, and there's your fill. So if we can get above this 8 SMA here, we can head directly towards that fill there very, very nicely, okay? So again, we do also have a little bit of resistance in between there. You got that 470.61, and we have that 21 simple moving average at 473.63. But watch that gap fill. That just might be something here that we can head up if we can get above that 8-day. Now, on the downside, you want to watch that 100-day, okay? That's at 451.89, and then obviously you want to watch today's low. Okay, you're looking at 448.18, and then we want to watch yesterday's low. That's at 446.78, and then that is the gap there on the downside. Okay, and then we look to the top of this candle here, and we're looking at 443.23. So you have a gap and a fill on the downside, and then we have that gap in the field here on the upside. Now, again, if that's say this is filled, then we're going to look for that price channel. Okay, so you're looking right there. That's been the recent low, 433.90, and then we want to look at that 431.45. That is your 200 SMA here. But right now here, this chart here, you got bottom left, upper right. Everything is still running here nicely. Now, your 8-day did cross over. Okay, so this is going to be very, very crucial here on the upside. That can provide a lot of resistance. So once it gets over that, then I think we're going to be filling that gap up there very, very nicely. Okay, now RSI here, well, we hit the bottom there. And now it looks like we're moving right on up here. Let's just see how this shakes out here. This is still bearish here. Your green is below your red, but that doesn't mean it can't turn up like we did here and just have a nice run up here. But this is one of my favorite trades here. I just think this is going to be in play. Now, as the Fed cuts rates, people start buying cars like this again, and this comes back into play here. So this one, put this one here on your radar. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily, your weekly, and we have your monthly chart, okay? So you can see what happened here today. We had a big red candle. We were in pretty much topping situation going on here. When you see candles like this, these are indecision candles, and then she just couldn't make any higher, and then she came down and put in lower. Well, the big reason for this is there was a storm that was heading towards Florida area. Now that all weakened, I should say, and it's not a hurricane situation, nothing building up. So realistically, this just came right out off here. So let's look at the downside. So what you want to do is you want to watch today's low. That's at 66.99, and then we'll come right to the bottom of this candle here. That's 69.74. Then we want to come right there to the bottom there, 69.32 level here. Now you can see here how that held very, very nicely right there. So this is going to be pretty good, strong support. If that's lost, we'll come right down to the support here at 68.30, and then we'll come down here. You have 67.28, and then we'll have to the bottom of that candle, 66.92, and then your retest there at 66.72. Now, up here, everything is jammed right on up here, okay? So you got your 21-day at 70.74. We have this 50-day here at 70.74, and then we have your 8-day right above it at 70.90, okay? So everything you have to get right back above this, okay? So when those futures open at Sunday night, you want to watch this candle, the high, the low, and the closing, and all these simple moving averages. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we'll come over here to the top of this candle at 71.45, and then we'll come up there at 71.81 here. And then we'll look at today's high, obviously 72.25. And then we'll look at yesterday's high at 72.88 level. And then we get above that there. What we're looking for is to shoot for that 100-day at 74.59 and then see what the reaction is going to be. Is it going to be the same as this here, or is it going to blow through here? But right now we got sideways action here, so we don't want to get too excited here because we're holding these key levels, okay, right there, and in the bottom, also bottom is kind of at that 69.32 level. Okay, now we look here on the weekly chart here, where you can see here now the price is below everything, okay? Your 100-day, 50, 21-day, and 8-day. But see, this seasonality is in play here. This was that war premium. Now, we have a new president here in the United States, and he's not a big fan of all these wars. He wants to get everything settled. All the big shooters from all the countries called him. And, you know, they're going to get this all worked out here much, much better than what we had here going in the past there. You can't keep on going on with war after war after war and then feeding this and all that kind of stuff. You got to have more peace that makes prosperity for everyone. So here's what we got here on this. You need to get above this 8-day. That's at 71.27. If you can, then we just look at this week's high. That's 72.88. Now, downside, you just want to look at that 69.74 level. That's going to be very, very key. But you got a topping tail situation going on here. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, every week I always show you here this monthly chart because this monthly is very, very good because what we did is we had this. You can see how you're in a downtrend here. Okay, see. High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high situation. This is a downtrending pattern here, which isn't really unusual for this time with the seasonality here in play. Okay, so what we got here is you can see where it ran up here to that 200 SMA here for the month here so far, but it just can't hold it. That's the key. You have these topping tail situation. So right now we're pinning down real low. So what we got to do is got to make sure that it holds that key 65.02. If not, you're going to come right down to that price channel here at 63.64 very, very easily here. Okay, so again, if all that is lost here, see there's that 63.64 level, which you can go down to very easy. The key is you just have to hold these price levels here. That's going to be the key right there at that. What do we got there? Yeah, we got that 65.27 level. If not, that's going to be your target at 63.64. So always punch up a weekly chart here. It kind of gives you a big overlook here, and you can see the downtrending situation that we have, okay, with that series of lower highs kind of situation. That's really just never good. That's never bullish. Plus, we had the seasonality in play, and it's just not good. So let's just see how this all shakes out. So Monday, Sunday night, watch those futures, and we'll see what happens against on Monday. But you want to trade this candle, the high, the low, and the closing, and then watch all those key simple moving averages. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, natural gas, really a whole lot of nothing. Now, the rig count came out today. Everything is pretty much unchanged. So it is kind of like, there's just kind of like a nothing burger kind of a situation, okay? So that's what we always got to look at. There's really nothing here right now. The weather is pretty overall pretty warm situation here. You got some snow going on in Colorado area. I see they opened up the ski resorts there. So we got a little bit going on there, but we look like we're a month late all the way on through here now, okay? Everything's going like a month out. But what we do still have here, which is still basically is intact, is this bull flag situation. See, we have the pole here, and then we have the flag, and we have that series of lower highs. That's still in play. Now, again, if this starts selling off, you get toward 21, that negates that bull pattern, bull flag pattern there very easy. So basically what we want to watch is right there is that 265 level. That's going to be very, very critical. If that's lost here, we're going to come right here to the bottom. You're looking at 2.63. And then realistically, this is where you're going to aim for is that 2.55 level and this 2.53 level. That's going to be the key. If that goes below that, we just look to the bottom of this candle at 2.5. 1 here. But again, that's the downside. Upside, everything's going to be about this 8-day, okay? You have to close above that. Then we can just start with these candles, okay? 277, we have 2.79, you have 2. Roughly 82, 2.83, and there's your big retest up there at 2.91. But right now, there just is no juice in here. I didn't even trade natural gas there today. I was just very busy with the Costco. I traded that, the Goldman Sachs, the race, and obviously Tesla is off the chain there today. So, there's been a lot of good trades here. So if you don't see here, to me, I'm the kind of trader I need have some lot bigger movement than what we have here in natty gas. But I'm not saying that we're not going to get back into this here next week. Now, here, when you look on a weekly chart here, well, you can see here we're above that 8 SMA and that 100 SMA and that 21 SMA. So this is all looking really not bad. We just have like a inside week going on. It's a very, very shallow week. There wasn't very much action kind of a situation here. Okay, so what you want to do is watch those futures on Sunday night, and let's just see how this is all going to shake out. But right now you can see here, this is sideways action. I just don't see that we're going to have here. Last year we had that big spike up there, and it went all the way up to that $10 mark here. But right now that was different circumstances that we have here. We got like a flat ski situation. Okay, so just we got to just trade this range here until she's either going to break up here or we're going to break down. But now if it gets down to this area, okay, and it holds, this would be a really, really good buying opportunity to take a scalp ski long here and maybe send her right back up here. But again, if this bull flag starts to go and you start rallying up here and you start taking out these candles here, that high there of that 2.81, you can rally up to there and even up to here at that 3.01 very, very easily. Okay, that's what I got for you here. I'll be back here Sunday night. We'll have a video on crude and natural gas. And I should say, just to make sure that you take on this market, this rally up here, this is basically no surprise to me, the election, because what you did is you took the uncertainty, okay, out of the market. Okay, so now we know who the president is. We know what's going forward. He was ready to be our president for 4 years. We know what he's going to do. Okay, so that kind of takes all the uncertainty out of the market, and we rip it up higher. But again, just be very, very cautious, because usually what you're going to get here now, it won't be long, is you're going to get tax selling. Okay, tax selling to me is buying opportunity to go there and buy that and then take it long into the end of the year. So always, always remember that. Okay, so I'll see you Sunday night. Have a great weekend, and remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.